On Monday morning, Washington correspondent for Business Insider pointed out that we could see Secret Service agents who were assigned to protect Donald Trump, assigned to protect other members of his family, because let's not forget, during the Trump administration, you had Secret Service detail on Eric, you had Secret Service detail on Donnie Jr., on Ivanka, on Jared Kushner, everywhere they went. Traveling the globe, Secret Service is there. Going for their wonderful ski vacations, Secret Service is there. And now this Washington correspondent for Business Insider on Monday said, yeah, those Secret Service agents can 100% be subpoenaed and or called to testify against the Trump family in literally any of the investigations taking place right now. That includes, by the way, the investigation into the possible misuse of funds from the Trump inaugural committee. There's plenty of fraud there if it's proven. There's certainly a lot of fraud accused. They could be called for the New York investigations, although, as Raw Story pointed out, that was more of a business thing. That happened for many, many years, most of those before Donald Trump was in the White House. So it's not very likely that the Secret Service would be in on any of that. However, again, they're following Eric, they're following Donnie Jr. They could have heard something that could be of material value. So I'm sure those subpoenas will eventually come. Whether or not they have info is a different story. But also, let's not forget the investigation taking place down in Georgia. Kind of the forgotten investigation that, by the way, has two different grand juries looking into whether or not Donald Trump interfered with the election, which is a violation of Georgia state laws. And that would absolutely be something that the Secret Service would be privy to, as that actually happened in the White House itself. Like, Secret Service agents were there. They may have been just outside the room. They may have been in the room when the phone calls were made. We've heard the audio from the phone calls. We know the phone calls got made. We don't know what was discussed before or after the phone calls, though. But the Secret Service agents might. During the Clinton years, Ken Starr investigation, Secret Service agents were absolutely subpoenaed for their testimony to find out what they knew, what the former president, then the current president, had said, what went on, who was where, and what was what. All of it. Because there is no rule saying that Secret Service agents cannot be called to testify against the people they are assigned to protect. These are not like doctors or lawyers who have any kind of, client privileges, like, I can't talk about it, confidential. No, there is nothing. It's as if they're just a person off the street who overheard something or witnessed a crime. Suddenly, you've got to be called to testify. And I guarantee you, the Trump family didn't know that. Think about it. Do you think Don Jr. or Eric or Ivanka knew to not say things like that in front of Secret Service agents? Maybe, if somebody else on the team informed them of that fact. But then again, these kids think they're untouchable. Daddy Donald, thinks he is untouchable. Probably thought, nah, they're never going to testify against me because I'm never going to really be investigated. I'm Teflon Don. What do I have to lose? We'll find out. We will find out. And honestly, I hope these Secret Service agents are called to testify, because I would love to know what they knew. Because many times they were in the room. And I think it's time the public knows what they heard.